Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Adidas Predator. Specifically, the ones with leather in the uppers. As is the case with this Predator 19.1. Here we have this pair. Well, the other pair is down there. That pays tribute to the Predator Mania. You can see this zone where the original pairs of Manias would have stitching. This one doesn't, but it has the same bumps that you would have. And on the original Manias, of course, this was stitched and this was stitched, as well as these stickers that look like the Predator Mania elements, but are actually just, as you can see, stickers. Beautiful shoes though. Every other detail is the same as the regular 19.1, including the prime knit. You can see it here in the sock part of the boot, as well as the under the stripes and with the stripes as well. This is a synthetic material. The normal 19.1, if you want to ignore the forefoot here, was just like this. So you have the prime knit central lacing system with prime knit and no tongue, just a one-piece upper. Harder prime knit with a sort of polyurethane covering over the top. But this model has kangaroo leather in the forefoot. And look at the quality of this raw leather. Just fantastic boot. And even through the stickers, you can see how the wrinkles that you will only get from a natural leather form. Fantastic. The only drawback to this boot, although it was and it is a huge improvement over the regular Predator 19.1, is the small amount of leather that they used. So you can see, it might be hard to see, there we are, the stitching, here it is, runs under the lacing system, and it goes all the way out to this medial part of the boot. And all this, including under here, is natural kangaroo leather, all leather, but everything behind that stitching, the last 2/3 of the boot, is synthetic. But huge improvement over the regular 19.1 model, where, as we're going to see with the other two models in this video, unfortunately they were all limited edition. Let's hope Adidas changes that, because we all want, as Predator fans and footballers, the leather versions of these boots. But we want more leather. Which brings us to our next boot. This one, the Predator 94 Plus Edge. So the normal Edge, unfortunately, was an almost unwearable boot with how stiff the upper was. The sole plate was good, as they kept on this model, just like the last model. It's exactly the same as the Edge, but they swapped out that horrible prime knit upper for a beautiful leather upper. Now, this one, in certain places, either Adidas themselves, who never specified it was kangaroo leather, they just said it was leather, whereas other brands, stores, said that this was a kangaroo leather. It probably is not, but again, used their fusion skin technology, whereas on the other boot that we saw, it allowed them to put a sticker and the bumps where the Predator Mania had stitching. This one has the elements from the Predator Edge transposed onto the leather. You can see no glue, nothing like that. A little bit of glue, but this is from the sole plate union. And look at the quality of the leather. Even with all these Predator elements, you can still see, oh, it's getting more on my finger. There we are. You can still see the wrinkles that only leather will give. It's a fantastic quality upper. And we have more of it this time. The leather runs from, you can see the stitching here, runs under the laceless system, runs all the way under where it says Predator, all the way to the back of the boot. So even this is leather. So finally in a zone where we're going to be making more contact with the ball, passing, or different shots, you can see it was all leather on this boot. It is all leather. The only drawback to this boot, only downside, is it is laceless. So you're going to get no adjustability other than a little bit of expanding when you put your foot into the boot itself. But you can't make it tighter, unfortunately, just a little bit wider. And the leather will stretch to shape to the form of your foot a little bit. And that is the only difference. But again, a huge improvement. This time, a gigantic improvement over the Predator, regular Predator Edge. This Predator Edge 94 Plus. Can't wait, honestly, to get both that 19.1 pair as well as the Predator Edge 94 Plus on the pitch and on my feet. And that brings us to talking about this pair of beauties, the Predator Rotator. And here we have them in this beautiful Euros colorway, which really reminds us of the original Rotator ball, as well as the Euro boots way back from 2004. Just look at this quality of leather. And these, I can confirm for you, these are cow leather, calf skin. But what many people don't realize is the type of animal that they use. That doesn't matter at all for how good a pair of boots are, for how good any kind of leather is. That doesn't matter. What really matters is the quality of the cuts or cuts that they use. In this case, it's all just one piece. But you can see, here's the seam, fusion skin again. It runs right tight up to the lacing. And it keeps going. Here we go again. All the way to this area, meaning even this is leather here. Look at that. And back here too. Look at that. But fusion skin again, because we can see the stripes are synthetic. Maybe there's leather under it, because it moves very well still. Yeah, there's probably leather under it. Or maybe it's just to provide support, but I think it's leather under this. Fantastic pair of boots. The tongue is the regular tongue from the Predator Elite, Predator 30, and Predator FT, whatever you want to call these, fold-over tongue. But this fold-over tongue is synthetic like the rest of the regular Predators. But with synthetics, it's easy to do sort of Predator elements like they did here. And even the Adidas stripes are Predator elements, which is very, very cool. But it's hard to do in leather. And look at how well that they did the Predator elements on this boot. Can I get rid of my finger so the camera focuses? The elastic strap, like on all the other Predators. But we have our strike skin here. Because really is a bit of a little skin on the upper. No glue or anything like this. And the fusion skin also allowed them to keep the same embossing from the regular synthetic model. These thicker lines that you get on the regular synthetic model too, which Wow, you can see how soft the leather is. The wrinkles even almost stay a little bit. And this time, what every Predator fan wanted, a full leather upper, almost. This zone, although I personally prefer everything to be leather on the upper, well, I guess you're not going to be making too much contact with this. Back heels, yes, but you have this external heel counter, so that's going to make contact with the ball when you back heel the ball anyway. So I'm very happy to have an upper that's almost completely in leather. This one is, I would say, 85%, finally. Whereas the 19.1, only had this zone and down in leather, and the edge only had this and this in leather. Now we finally have full leather upper, so whether you're making contact, bringing it down with the lateral side of your foot, making a nice pass, firm pass with the medial side, or bringing it down with your toes, you finally have a uniform touch all over. Thank you, Adidas, for giving us this boot. But please, please give us more leather Predators and make them general release, because they're so hard to get. This one I had to pay extra for, unfortunately. The other ones I was able to buy even in discount because people didn't want them. I don't know why. But it may have been because it's not a full leather upper. This has been the only leather Predator 30, Predator Elite FT that they have made, unfortunately. Or for the general public, even though it is limited release. Maybe some pros have leather pairs. But we really want to see more of this Adidas. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, guys, and for talking and listening to me talk about these Predators. And let's hope to see more in the future. Hope they're easy to get and just as good as this boot, which I cannot wait to wear, just like the other ones. Thank you very much, guys, again, and take care. We'll see you in the next video.